Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. Today, we've got an exciting matchup on tap. It's the Bills coming in at 2-4, going up against the Dolphins, who come in at 0-6. So let's send you up to Orchard Park, New York. Standing by, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, we appreciate it, Larry. It's our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. Hello, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Dolphins, they come into this one 0-6 on the year, and really it's sort of just been one thing after another.
Coupled with they don't start very fast. The first quarter's really been an issue for them. They've got to learn to get out of the gates quicker in order to try and win some games.
Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by one of the more mobile quarterbacks in the NFL. It's Tyrod Taylor.
There's so many attributes to Tyrod Taylor's game that we like. The mobility, a good, accurate arm, really has a good presence on the field. But one of the things that we really need to focus in on, his grit, his tenacity. He wasn't supposed to be the starter for the Buffalo Bills. He went out and earned that job with a stellar preseason.
Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And here's our first look today at this offense.
And let's start with LaShawn Shady McCoy, their star running back. He can do everything. Run it inside, get to the perimeter, and, of course, catch it out of the backfield.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
They'll go again to McCoy. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. And let's run through the Dolphins' defense.
The competition to go to the Pro Bowl at safety is fierce in the NFL. But Rashad Jones makes his case year in and year out as one who should go.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. They'll fake the give to Williams. Now it's Taylor finding time. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
On 4th down, here's the veteran Mike Cyphers to punt this away. The dangerous Jarvis Landry back for Miami. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback. They come up in an offset eye. A first carry for the vet, Danny Woodhead. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
And a big face mask penalty here, 15 yards.
You never want to get your hands up in the face mask area because your fingers can get tangled up there, and that can hurt you as a player.
To throw now on 1st down. And incomplete to open things up. So holding by the offense and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
They'll look to throw here. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jerry Hughes in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Well, there was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Big sack on second down. Now the offense needs to convert here on third. The play clock's running down. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Danny Woodhead is intended target, and that brings up fourth down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. The Dolphins defense, they get set to go here. Their stay on the field last time was short-lived with a 3 and out. See if they can get some more of that.
And ordinarily, you want to be on the field playing, right? But 3 and outs, that's almost gold to a defense. Get to the bench, get some rest, turn the ball over to your offense.
We'll see what they can do here. See if they can force another 3 and out. They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play. So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They come up in an offset eye. On first down, it's Taylor. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 18 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be a Buffalo first down.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
The speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. A couple of Dolphins in on the stop.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Again, it's McCoy. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. He had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser-focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had...
Taylor hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because This is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And Carpenter knocks it through, and the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
Carpenter now, after the made field goal, will kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3 and
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. And over the middle, this is Parker. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage. When you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
They'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Time running out here on the play clock. Now back to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. A very capable offensive unit here. One of the headliners, Jordan Cameron.
He's listed as a tight end, but he's at his best when he flexes away from the line of scrimmage and runs routes like a receiver.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And throw right side complete to Parker. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Charles on the slant. You always need good ball placement. They got it there.
Brandon, the quarterback, put it in the exact perfect spot, right to the upfield shoulder of the receiver, and he used his body to keep the defender away.
On the ground, this is Woodhead. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back, away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
That changed in a big way. The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
This is taken at the 18. Muscles him off. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and cause a nice play for lost yardage.
2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Taylor. Going deep here for Watkins. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. A chance for us now to look at this Bills defense again. They forced the punt the last time, got off the field. I'm sure some of your D coordinators through the years, you liked when you heard those words, get off the field.
Oh, there's no doubt.
Or maybe you didn't like it when you heard those words.
It depended on when they were yelling them. But in this situation, absolutely perfect. Get off the field, force a punt, let the offense take over and do their thing, and it resulted in a field goal.
Well, we'll see if they can do that again. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Defensively, starting lineup for the Bills, and a disruptor on the line, certainly Shaq Lawson.
Loved him during his time at Clemson. Really, really liked him when he played in the national championship game because he wasn't 100%, had gotten hurt in the game before and found a way back onto the field and made a difference.
Offense still needing 10 yards, 2nd down. Play clock winding down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Woodhead. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. 3rd down from the 2. 4th down lurking, but one more shot here. What do you do, Charles?
I think you run it here. Try and create some space. Get your punter a little bit more room. And if you're really lucky, you get enough space to get 1st down. But I think right now the big thing is take care of the football, get space for your punter, and get rid of the ball.
Mr. Conservative.
Yeah, I do kind of wear that well, don't I? It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And now out come the Bills. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Taylor with a give to McCoy. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Brian Robinson makes the stop.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. On 2nd down, Taylor. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And some space here. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. They'll come out in the pistol. Now it's Taylor. Over the middle, it's Holmes. And he showcases the spin, a pretty good gain before he's taken down. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be a second down. And now the offense operates in the red zone. Again, we'll see the pistol here. So just a lone field goal in this first quarter of play. 3-0 is our score, and we're back to upstate New York after this. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. In short yardage to start things out. Now Taylor going to hand this one off to McCoy. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On 3rd and 1, it's Taylor. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the first down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the first down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
And they're going to get him down, but not before a pretty good run right there. Call it a gain of 9 there, and it puts him in better shape here for 2nd and goal.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. And Carpenter knocks it through, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they take it all the way to the 1-yard line, but in the end, they opt for 3.
I know if this was a video game, they never would have gone for the field goal because, Brandon, who kicks field goals in video games? But you've got to make sure you get points, and that was as easy a 3 as you can get.
You kick field goals in video games. That's who kicks field goals in video games. Carpenter now, after the made field goal, will kick this one away. Here's Jarvis Landry now on the return. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now the Bills defense, they make their way back out there. They're just looking to duplicate what they did last time, force the 3 and out, and that led to a field goal.
The only thing better, really, is creating a turnover. 3 and out, get off the field, feel good about yourself, turn the ball over to your offense, and they put the ball through the post with a field goal.
They're probably pretty well rested after that 3 and out, too. One
would think. That's how you get it done. Create the 3 and outs, get to the bench, get your rest, and hope your offense can control the game.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one caught. Jordan Cameron. 15 yards through the air on a 1st down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And over the middle, this is Parker. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
Now it's Woodhead. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
And he has Carew. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle. Anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even adding a little extra at the end with a short run.
They run with Woodhead. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down. A nice little juke move that preceded it, but not much thereafter.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
They come up in an offset eye. They go play action here on first down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
He'll drop to throw. It's caught. Cameron, left side. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And it's 4th down.
Well, I've got to give him some credit there. He tried to sell the out route. He tried to sell it hard. And as a receiver, what you're really trying to do is maneuver a defender inside to give yourself a little more cushion breaking to the out. But how about the defender reading it really well, not buying the fake or the maneuver inside, and getting to the sideline and helping break up the pass.
And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here come the Bills. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Taylor over the middle and caught by the tight end play. 12 yards on the pickup, and the Bills are going to have a first down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Let's go! 10th carry now for McCoy. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Watkins alone on the left side. On 3rd down, Taylor. Man open right side, it's the tight end Clay.
Holding offense.
Here's Mike Cyphers now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And the Dolphins offense now ready to go back out on the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe bashed it.
Super toe.
Here we go now. Green.
Here's Woodhead. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Larry Ridley. Larry will have highlights and analysis of this first half. I'm guessing mostly defensive highlights that we will see.
Yeah, and that's kind of cool. No touchdown scored yet so far.
Yeah, none whatsoever. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made.
Leopard!
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here.
Detroit! Detroit!
And he'll try and throw here on the fake. And the gamble fails. It's incomplete. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. Well, that was a long attempt to begin with, so the fake you might have known was somewhat of a possibility. Credit to the defense, though. They weren't fooled.
You're right, they weren't fooled, and they were in a position of having to play it both ways. Guard for the fake, but you still want to rush the kicker because it was a makeable kick. So they ended up getting the best out of the whole thing. Stuffed the fake, and they take over the ball.
Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. Now Taylor, and a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Here we go! Brand 38!
Again, now it's Taylor on 2nd and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to LaShawn McCoy, and now it's 3rd down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Here's Taylor. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
He's got a man complete. It's Clay. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Seven yards to go on 2nd down. To throw again is Taylor. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 2 yards to go here on 3rd down.
Come on, let's go! Brand 38!
Taylor now to throw on 3rd down. Left side here, caught by Clay. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And that will line up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the 2nd quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory. but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. They come up in an offset eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be second down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he's able to bat it away.
Here we go now. 3-39.
Out of the gun now on third down. Dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Holding offense.
Here's Matt Darr now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And look at this, it's a fake. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. Let's take a look back at the first half. Both the Bills and the Dolphins are having some issues finding a way into the end zone. They'll both look to improve their play on offense and pick up some touchdowns in the second half. All right, let's do this. Here's the first half highlights. Dolphins taking control early in the first. Hughes is going to take down the QB here. This will go for a loss of 7. Third down from the 43. Sammy Watkins hauls in the pass over the middle, and the pass and catch will end up going for 16 yards. Bills would later miss the field goal try. That'll do it for us here at EA Sports Studios. back out to Brandon and Charles for the call of the second half. Brandon.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Try and start this drive in the air. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Quarterbacks like throwing the slant route, but they have to be careful about ball placement. They have to put it in a spot that makes sure the receiver has his body in front of the defender.
The play clock's running down. Now back to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Marcell Dareus in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Back to throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. And back onto the field, here comes the Dolphins defense. And they got to be feeling good about forcing that long missed field goal the last go-around.
And you know what upsets a kicker more than anything? Is missing a kick they think they can make and feeling like the other side believes that they had something to do with it. And it doesn't matter to those guys on defense. I know they're taking full credit. Yep, we forced him into the miss, and they're going to ride that confidence the rest of the way. We'll see if the kicker's able to get his confidence back as well.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Now Taylor with a draw to McCoy. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. A couple of Dolphins in on the stop.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Taylor. Open man is Holmes. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line.
Face mask. Defense.
Face mask penalty, and Charles, you were a defender. You know sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's hard to keep your hands away from that face mask.
Sometimes you just get out of position as a defender when you're trying to make a tackle, so you end up flailing away, and your hand gets into the wrong spot.
On first down, it's Taylor. He's got time. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Brian Robinson in there to sack him for a loss of 6. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
Out of the pistol, it's McCoy. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Well, Brandon, so much for halftime adjustments. They still can't get anything going on the ground. It may be time to loosen things up and start flinging it around a little bit.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And he's got his man. It's the tight end play. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Now McCoy. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
Now Taylor to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. 1 man in the backfield. That's McCoy. And he'll get it up the middle. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. And they're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll try and run it with McCoy. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
And that loss of yards there is not just on him. It's on the guys blocking for him. I mean, they're supposed to create some type of space or at least get a stalemate. They end up letting him through, and they ended up tackling him for a loss.
And Carpenter knocks it through. And the lead will increase to 6 now. It's 9-3. So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual. And this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession. And so far, they've done a nice job of that.
The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And thee coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before and realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well.
else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
10 yards still left on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So not the same performance here that we saw a week ago. I mean, after the game, we were talking about it. He was hitting on all cylinders. That's just not the case here.
I know usually on the ride to the airport, we're talking about so many other things, but we were so locked into how well he had played. Sharp throwing the football, made the right decisions on when to run, when not to run.
And you notice his footwork was really good.
Footwork was on point. I thought his ability to manage the game as well, get him into better plays. I thought he was really locked in. So far in this game, we're not seeing that. Hopefully he'll be able to pick it up. When everything is in sync on defense, that means everyone's communicating really well, and sometimes it's nonverbal. They just know that when a receiver's in one spot, this person may have him, and he's in another spot, the next defender may have him. And they've squeezed the passing lanes down to where it's so difficult to find an open area to deliver the football. They've made it tough on him all game long.
Take it at the 37, and he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here for the 1st and 10. And the Bills offense comes out ready to take over. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They go now to McCoy. He's seen a ton of action this afternoon. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. A couple of Dolphins in on the stop.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. And this is going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to T.J. Jones that time. And 4th down coming up.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And out come the Dolphins now.
Here we go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Jordan Cameron, he's all alone. 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jordan Cameron, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins have tied it. Now they can take the lead with the extra point. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Now Andrew Frank's on for the point after. And that one puts them on top here in the 3rd. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. The return man here, T.J. Jones. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
Let's go. Ryan 38. Ryan 38.
On the counter, here's McCoy. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels. Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Now a 20th carry here for McCoy. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
I know the focus is LeSean McCoy here, but the defense is doing a really nice job. He's nowhere near his normal yardage total in this game.
Such a prolific rusher, well up over 6,000 for his career. How've they kept him down?
Well, a lot of gang tackling, getting to the point of attack with a number of people, not creating any creases or cracks for him to find his way through. Because you know, with that agility and vision he has, he can always pop a big run. And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Here we go. Brand 38.
They'll try and run for it with McCoy. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
That was a terrific job by the defense stopping them on 3rd and short. But sometimes you get some visual cues from the offense, because when they're going in short yard situations, you might see the offensive line come in tighter together, a little more shoulder to shoulder, trying to wedge a hole in the middle. They didn't get it done on that play.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. So now here come the Dolphins. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
I thought guys that were over 30 weren't supposed to run the football this well in the National Football League. How about that veteran leadership? A big-time run combined with some nice blocking by his offensive line, showing that the ins and outs of being a veteran still has his place in this league. His odometer is not totally turned over yet.
No gain on the play there. Second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Green 39. Green 39.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. So 2nd and 10 here.
Green 39. Green 39.
They'll set up to throw. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Jordan Cameron is tied in the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete. Devontae Parker is the intended receiver, and it's 4th down. Here's Matt Darr now. On presumably to punt, though he did complete a pass earlier. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is...
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Koamisi from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
On second down, Taylor. Over the middle, it's Holmes. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They'll fake the give to Williams. Now it's Taylor fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
He's got him in. Complete. And he's brought down after a good game. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Throwing now, Taylor on 1st down. It's caught, reception by Holmes. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. Taylor will throw again. Over the middle and caught by the tight end play. And he's brought down. And 15 yards there on the catch and run. And after that rough game last week, you see the improvement here in this one, no doubt. I thought they might defensively take the blueprint and try to hold him down, but whatever they've tried to do, it hasn't worked as well.
And I think the reason it hasn't worked as well is that they found the gaps between coverage. And what I mean by that is ordinarily, with a player of this caliber and stature, try and make sure you're on him right on.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Koamisi in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he showcased the spin, but couldn't do much else as he's wrangled down. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And the Dolphins beef up the secondary here as they look to stop him on 3rd down. Here's Taylor. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Koamisi in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Here's Mike Cyphers now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And he did get it back, I do think, yes. So no turnover on the punt, and it'll be a 1st down.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now.
Let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
They begin the drive with Woodhead. And he lost lost the football, and the Bills have recovered.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving.
This is caught inside the 15. A good pickup there at 22. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
But I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physical.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just hadn't been able to punch it in until that point. So now an important conversion attempt here as the Bills line up to go for 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. This will be taken about the 12. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Zach Brown in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
They'll look to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant. Extra DB on the field for the Bills here on 3rd down.
Yeah, maybe thinking pass. Time running out here on the play clock. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Marcell Dareus in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Here's Matt Darr now as he's on to punt for Miami. Play clock winding down. And he gets off a high spiraling kick. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. And the Bills getting set to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line. Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
So now a 3rd and 12 with an extra defender here in the secondary, a nickel look. Taylor, he's got time in the pocket. Still back there, looking deep downfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Now Landry. He won't go down. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Back 99. Here we go.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. His tight end, Jordan Cameron, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
The defensive coordinator came into this game with a plan to get to the quarterback with whatever type of pressure is necessary. It's working to perfection for him today.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll set up to throw. And that's incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and now it's 4th down. Here's Matt Darr now as he's on to punt for Miami. The kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Offense.
So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
Now Taylor, a give to the fullback Felton. Shreds the tackle. It'll be a gain of 11, and it'll be second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. A couple of Dolphins in on the stop. Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense.
Let's go.
Taylor now to throw on third down. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. Another pistol look here. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. They come up in an offset eye. Again, it's Williams. And not too much going there. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense. Taylor going to give now to Williams. And he'll get this one up to the... Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Here's Mike Cyphers now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. And they'll be set up with great field position as this is going to be touchdown right at the 40-yard line. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. He's back to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that one.
Let's go. 3-19.
Back to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Devontae Parker unable to hang on, and it'll bring up third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
And now out come the Bills. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. Taylor to a knee, and that ought to just about do it. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Buffalo, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Miami, it's yet another loss as they've started out now 0-7. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills are victorious as we say so long from Buffalo.